I'm gonna keep this video short because there's only so much that you can say about 9 shadows. Hey guys, welcome to my channel if you're a new friend, and if you're an old friend, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about why I am disappointed by my dog is panting really hard in the corner over there. I have no idea why, because she has been doing nothing but sleeping all day. She's kind of old, so I'm gonna give her a break. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about why I'm disappointed by Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey palette. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts about that, then stay tuned because that's up next. So before I give you guys my word vomit about this product, I just want to say that these are my thoughts alone. I'm entitled to my thoughts. You are entitled to your thoughts. Everyone is entitled to their own thoughts. And we don't have to agree about everything. We can disagree. It's totally okay because, yeah. So the first thing that really disappoints me about this palette is that it doesn't really have that much variety. Like, if I were to cover up the rest of the columns, this one column looks practically identical to itself. Be Sweet and Creamed Honey, like, they are so similar and they're huge and they just take up so much of the palette. It's like, why do I need these two colors that are nearly identical that are this big, taking up this tiny little pan? And then there's Queen Bee, which is like a beige color, and even on my fairest friends, I really am not sure that this beige would be terribly flattering because the undertone is a little bit, I mean, it's neutral, but beige to me is always like white with like a dab of green, and like green on skin always usually looks like death. So I'm just not sure that this beige would be very flattering. The pigmentation on them isn't bad. I'll do some finger swatches for you guys. That was Queen Bee. That was Be Sweet. And that was Creamed Honey. Be Sweet did not come out. Let's try that again. Yeah. So the pigmentation isn't bad, but like, look how similar those colors look on my brown skin. Like, there's not a whole lot of variety in those 3 shades, and they take up so much of the palette. Then the entire palette contains 6 matte shades, 2 shimmer shades, and 1 metallic shade that's like barely metallic. Going Nuts is just not enough metallic for me. Like, it's hardly doing the job. And this color is kind of like, I want to say a brown bronze with like a little bit of a purple undertone. When I put it on, like, it just comes, like, the color just isn't, when I blend it out, the color just is not as pretty as I would like it to be. I can swatch it for you guys right now. See, it just comes out like kind of blah. That's Going Nuts. You kind of have to do a little bit of building, and even then, like, unless you're close up on it, like you're looking at it really closely, you're not going to see the nuance of the bronze and the purple together, because far away it's just going to look like dark and metallic-y. So that color to me is just really disappointing. Honey Brittle. Honey Brittle is such a pretty color in this pan, but once you swatch it out, it just kind of disappears on brown skin. Like, there it's supposed to be, and can you really see it? With some building up you can see it, but it's just not as pigmented as I would hope, or as I expect from Too Faced. And I love this color, but it's like my favorite color in the palette, and it's really not as pigmented as I was hoping for. So that's another thing that disappoints me. And then there's also a Feeling Nutty in this palette, and it's kind of like a baby throw up brown color. I think that's how Courtney Elizabeth described it on her channel. It kind of just looks like a greenish brown. I don't know, it looks like it's kind of my skin color. I like it, but like I just don't have that much use for it. It's an odd color, even though it's pretty much blending in with my skin tone. That's one of those colors that I really, it's in the palette. I don't hate it, but I don't really love it. I'm not really sure what to make of it. It's there. The thing that really disappoints me about this palette though is that it just does not hold up a candle to Peanut Butter and Jelly, its big sister. If Too Faced had released Peanut Butter and Honey before releasing Peanut Butter and Jelly, I probably would be like, oh my gosh, this sequel was so much better than the original. Like, I would just be going nuts for it. But because they released this little lady first and then this one, it's kind of just like they set my expectations up really, really high, and I was just disappointed. And nobody likes to be disappointed. That's About You in Peanut Butter and Jelly is seriously one of my favorite colors of all time because the pigment is just like insane, and I love that terracotta color right there. Peanut Butter and Jelly just really set my expectations so high, and the Peanut Butter and Honey just kind of knocked them down and disappointed me. So yeah, really the main thing that disappoints me about Peanut Butter and Honey is that the color selection is just really, there's not enough variety. The crazy thing is, like, I freaking love mattes. I love a good matte palette, but these mattes are mattes that I've seen before. It reminds me so much of Sweet Peach, if Sweet Peach had like not gotten a couple of things right. I feel like they were trying to redo some of the magic with Sweet Peach, but because it was such a small palette, they just didn't have as much space to get it right, and then like their peach color like isn't that pigmented, and then these two peachy pink colors that they included, like they're too similar, and they both come off really chalky, especially on brown skin. I hate to make it seem like I'm just trying to trash Too Faced. I love Too Faced. Seriously, if I could work with a cosmetics brand, it would definitely absolutely be Too Faced, just for the packaging alone. Their packaging always knocks it out of the freaking park. The quality of their products is also really, really good. Like, their shadows are always buttery, always pigmented. Let's say 75% of the time their shadows are crazy, crazy pigmented, and I love that about them. This palette, I just feel like was not their best work, and I hate to have to say that, but I was disappointed, and I'm not gonna hide my feelings from you guys. I'm really hoping that they put Peanut Butter and Jelly back at Ulta, because this palette needs to be a staple. Like, I feel like every woman needs to have this palette. This one, if they had it limited edition and like they didn't bring it back, I wouldn't lose any sleep. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this palette. If you guys have more things to add in the comments, let me know. If you bought this palette and you were also disappointed, let's have a little bash fest in the comments, because I love a good dragging. I'm sorry if this video was too negative for you guys. I try not to do negative videos, but I did want to put my thoughts out there. So let me know in the comments what you think. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.